what I think about random tandem partners from a Facebook group. I had a whole live class on that 2 weeks ago, and tricky. So I have a blog post as well, which you can find on smartergerman.com/blog, and then there's a search bar window in which you can enter tandem, and then you will find that article. And there, I'm not sure whether I have added the masterclass, but it's on YouTube as well. Yeah, the last masterclass, I think. I'm not up to date with my YouTube. And randomness, you need to like randomness. If you like randomness, like chat roulette or whatever people use nowadays, then it's okay. But randomness is like YouTube, like no structuredness. And if you have no structure, the question is, what do you want to get out of such an encounter? If you work with one person for a longer period of time, that person gets to know you, remembers what you've been talking about, and you can also explore fields beyond the known, which is actually what you possibly seek to do anyhow. And therefore, having a structure and having someone who stays with you for a longer time is very often very beneficial. Yeah, almost like in real life. Yeah, you can always make new friends. The problem is, how deep can you go with people that change every 3 months? Yeah, and if it's 3 months, that's already a long period. There's people who change random Facebook tandem partners more often. All my advice is just really advice based on this body and mind and experience of it. So you can always try and see. All I try to do is to give you a little framework, a little checklist to look at and to be able to judge what you get into and whether it is really what you want. And if you really get your buck's worth, your money's worth. Yeah, and by money, I do not mean only cash. Yeah, I also mean time. There's nothing more precious in your life, and when you get to my age, maybe one day you realize that is more important than time. You might be gone tomorrow. Do you really want to spend this in a boring conversation? And there's nothing wrong with a boring conversation, but that's another discussion. Yeah. What do you think about German YouTubers like vlogs, etc.? I personally don't know what they're doing, what they are good for. It's entertainment. If you like this kind of entertainment, I have no problem with that. But what I've seen is just, I want to say I'm too old for this shit. But it's not a question of age. It's really, the question I always ask is, why am I watching? Is it really entertaining me? Like, I wouldn't watch a vlog, but I also try to imagine I'm a German learner. What is this giving me? Yeah. And if you get something out of it, by all means, go for it. Watch it. If they speak German and you hear them speak, good. But they kind of, yeah. There's something that's missing for me. And it might be the connection. Yeah, I think I don't trust those that I have seen. And the ones I do trust, I realize, is indeed Easy German, because I've met them and I know they have a agenda of love and connection. They really want to connect people with the German culture. And with some, I don't have that trust, because I think it's really more about for them to get attention. Yeah. But you figure that out for yourself, or that you have the same feeling. But this is my suspicion here. Plus, I don't have to watch them, right? I don't want to learn about German culture, whatever that may be. Yeah. There's still no reviews for my B2 course. When could we see them? It's a good question. Thank you for the reminder, Max. We are currently redesigning everything, the whole page, and there will be reviews, but we still possibly have to ask users of the B2 course to leave them. Yeah, that's actually a good point to, let me put this on my to-do list. 2 reviews einfordern. Thank you, Max. Max, The best review is your experience. So you go through the first lesson and you see how it is. If you like it, purchase the course. Several purchase options. After purchase, you still have 30 days to work through it. You might get through 4 or 5 lessons or even more in that time. And if by then you don't know whether the course is for you or not, then ask for your money back. Yeah? Because otherwise you possibly will always be in doubt, and that is not a good feeling to be in. But very likely you might like it. So yeah, we will put reviews on there, and thank you for that. It helps to build trust beforehand, but there is no risk with Smarter German, really not. I don't want your money if it doesn't work for you, but if you stay with it for longer than 30 days, then it's your problem. Yeah. So good. That was a short one today. If there's any urgent questions left, you can always reach me via the usual channels, email if you have no other channel available. If you're a German learner with my course, you can reach me via the comments in the course or the Smarter German community. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to see what you like and why you like it. If you come to me and say, hey, Michael, this YouTube channel is so beautiful, I really love that, make the effort to tell me why you love it. If it's just a personal preference, I couldn't care less, because we all have preferences, and what need is it to talk about preferences? But if you say they do this and this and this and this, and that's why I feel I learn better, then I'm in, and then I'm curious. Yeah, be a little bit of a researcher, of a detective, and ask yourself, what am I doing here? What is it? What do I get out of this? If it's entertainment you want and you get, I have no problem. But in my experience and my understanding of what most people do on YouTube, you won't learn proper German long term. You can support your learning somehow, but I would stay away from the teaching videos, especially, by the way, of those who teach you in German. That's the most horrible approach you can make. You do not need to understand grammar instructions or instructions in general. Any explanation in German that's language teaching related, why would you want to learn that unless you want to become a German tutor yourself? But that might be a year away or two. So anyone who tries to teach you in German hasn't understood what they're doing. It's scientifically proven to be detrimental to everybody involved. And I've experienced it firsthand. And it is possible to learn German like that, of course. You're a learning machine, I keep saying that. But it is the most inefficient approach ever. Yeah, and I will not get off that. It's not even an opinion. It's an experience. It's a conclusion. It's research. It's everything. Yeah. I called the Deutschschule, which is in Berlin. They said that they are not allowing offline classes right now. Only online are happening. Do you have any idea when offline classes will resume? Why do you need offline classes? That's the first question. If you ask, it's fun to hang out with people in classroom. I get that. But in these days, yeah, it might be better online. And I don't know when they will open. I personally do not care, because I do not care about language schools having offline courses. They are a thing of the past. They're dinosaurs. Yeah, they're still walking around. The situation in Germany at this point, people have high hopes that after Easter, people will get vaccinated and then it will loosen up a little bit. But I wouldn't expect this to happen before May. And because it's summer, maybe in summer the situation is a bit easier. Maybe it gets worse. I don't know. I've given up hoping for any improvement of the situation. Yeah, you can just stay alert, stay vigilant about the news, and as soon as they open up, register. But the question is why you want to do an online course, offline course with them. Yeah, you might have good reasons, but I don't see that. And yeah, I thought so, that you need it for the visum. But the question is, I'm not sure where you're from. Could be India, Pakistan, could be something completely different. Your local authorities are pretty much aware of the situation worldwide. So for them to demand offline classes makes no sense. Maybe you can bring that to their attention that there is a virus here, whether you believe it or not, and that places like language schools are shut down and will be shut down for a longer period of time. So maybe you can try to appeal to the human in them and try to be kind and understanding that people in bureaucratic institutions might have a different understanding of the world and of how things should be. So don't try to push anything. Let people come, ask them, what do you suggest? Let them come up with the answer. That might help. Yeah. Do you think that we would be able to visit Germany this summer? I hope so. I hope I can leave Germany this summer. I don't want to get far. I just want to go to the Netherlands, but it's not. I don't know. I have high hopes. Yeah. Let's see. It's not in my hands. But until then, we have to deal with what is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It was quite a special masterclass today, but I hope you took some inspiration from it, and at least that you feel it was worth your time. If not, let me know. Happy to look into this, and I will make the next one. The next one will be different anyhow. But this was a topic that was dear to me and wasn't so formal, so there was not much to explain. And I'll see whether I actually launch that on YouTube and see what happens. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Quorum. Goethe Institute is a gold mine for the German government. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, dears. Have a lovely, lovely evening or lovely day or lovely night, and hope to see you soon. Next week is a Q&A, just easygoing questions if you like. And the week after is another topic which I don't remember, but you'll be informed. Yeah. Make sure to enroll in some kind of newsletter thingy of mine, and then you get all the information. Take good care of yourselves.